Hey y'all, Ariabba here. If you're new to this channel, I'm an artist working in video games and animation. This is a place where I post tips, tutorials, and speed paints. And today I want to talk about fan art. Fan art is awesome, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Needless to say, this year I spent a lot of time at home, and I spent a lot of it playing League of Legends, so I ended up drawing a lot of Teemos. I know, who doesn't love Teemo, right? Anyway, I wanted to take the chance to talk a little bit about fan art and when to have it in portfolio. So let's dive into it. Teemo is such a cute character and I enjoyed making these sketches so much. It's a way for me to relax and draw just for fun, as I don't want drawing to be just work. Making fan art, it's a nice way to enjoy both my passion for a game or a movie and my passion about art, and I think that's what makes it so popular. So I made some fan art and I really like it. Should I put it in my portfolio? It depends. Portfolios are not only about finding a job. They represent who you are as an artist, showing your personality and your taste. When you're looking for a job though, there are things you might want to consider, like what company are you applying for? What position? What's the job like? Depending on these, there are different ways I will go about preparing and sending my portfolio. The main point I want to get to is portfolio should be custom tailored to each specific application. This may seem pretty obvious, but trust me, it isn't. When I started out, it took me quite a while to understand that I should include in my portfolio only what's strictly related to the job I was applying for. I had a very non-cohesive and inconsistent portfolio. This has a lot to do with fan art, and I'll get there in a moment. Let's say, for example, I'm looking for a position as a concept artist in any company in the industry, any place in video games or movies or animation. If I'm spamming my portfolio to as many places as possible, I also want it to be adaptable to as many as possible. But if I'm looking for a specific role as a concept artist, I probably want to show a lot of design work in my portfolio. I want to show that I can build and create on top of my illustration skills. When this is the case, I personally don't think fan art fits in my portfolio. I want to show I can create and produce original content and I can make it as diverse as possible. I want to show that I'm adaptable as well, because this would broaden my chances of getting hired. The primary focus of a concept artist is on the design skills, so showing original content is a must. So it is always bad? Why would I ever put fan art in my portfolio then? Okay. Let's change the case scenario. What if I'm looking to work in a specific company that I'm a fan of, so it's like my dream job? Let's say your dream job is working for Riot Games, for example. Well, in this case, I would customize my portfolio just for them. And showing them that I love their game is only going to make me a better candidate. Think about this. Who wants to hire anyone who doesn't care about their product or their company? If you're a fan, it's more likely that you understand the game, the style, and their work in general. Try and put yourself into their shoes. With pretty much the same skill level, would you choose the candidate who clearly plays the game and understand the characters and the lore, or someone who has never seen it? That's an easy choice. Many game companies wouldn't hire you if you never played any of their games. So as I said, in this case, I would customize my portfolio for them, and that obviously includes fan art. And this doesn't mean making some random drawings of their IP that you're just passionate about. Be aware that if I wanted to apply for Riot Games as a concept artist, I would not show the specific sketches and drawings in this video, because this is just something I made for fun. What I'd show instead would be a fully fledged product I would make as if I were already working for the company. For example, for League of Legends, instead of just a random series of sketches, I would probably create a project of a champion skin, with different design ideas, use cases, and mockups. Why? Because this is what they do, and this way I would show that I'm capable of doing the job. The key here is that it shows both my skill and my passion. This applies for any role, by the way. You can be an illustrator, a 3D artist, or an animator. So at the end of the day, does all this mean I have more than one portfolio? Absolutely yes. When I'm looking for a job, I try to be as effective as possible. I mean, your portfolio is your business card, and showing your personality is what it's supposed to be for. It's really cool to have fan art in your portfolio as long as it's coherent and it makes sense. I mean, use the fan art to show the skills needed for the job, don't just place it there because it's pretty. I mean, to be honest, I hear a lot of professional artists and teachers in the industry advise against having fan art in your portfolio. But this is limiting the concept of fan art as a mere copy of original work and sometimes even a lazy way of producing content. So my take on this is, yes, you can have fan art in your portfolio if you make something new with it, and if you treat it as a fully fledged project. This means redesigning a character or a level environment, or maybe capture a new angle or emotion from a particular scene. Basically, anything that is designed and thought through and that enables you to show off your potential. I know it's really hard, especially if you're a beginner, but try to put yourself in your potential employer's shoes. Think about what the company does. For example, big game companies that make games such as League of Legends, Fortnite, Overwatch, etc., they make money by selling skins, so different looks for their characters. Or if you want to work in animation, think about the new Disney live actions that are redesigning the old characters. In both these examples, this means redesigning the character over and over, but keeping them coherent and consistent with their personality and style. So these companies need people who can design, but who can also understand their IPs. And this is a perfect case where a well-made fan art can bring you opportunities. And that's all, folks. I hope this was useful, and if it was, smash the like button and consider subscribing. I hope you enjoyed my theme of fan art as well, and if you did, follow me on Instagram to see more of my art. And enjoy the rest of the time lapse. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.